And we're gonna give it just a second because it takes a couple minutes now before it's actually live. It says it's live to me and it's recording. Hi Nancy, hi Karen. From rainy Wisconsin, oh dear. Karen, whereabouts in Wisconsin do you live? I did a 10-month stint up there in La Crosse and I have lifelong friends from there now. I love it. They're wonderful, wonderful people. Jody and Di. I don't think they watch my videos, but in case they are. Hi, Jody and Di. Hi, everybody. Welcome. This is a different time of the day. Hi, Annie. Hi, Karina. From Holland. I love it. I love it. We're going to give it just a minute, and then I'm going to go over a couple things. And because really, I said this to my husband earlier. I said, this is a pretty quick sew, and he just looked at me like, mm-hmm, mm-hmm. I said, it shouldn't take more than an hour. He goes, mm-hmm, mm-hmm. I think he knows me just a little. Kind of funny. Hi, Jan. Hi, Della. Cynthia. Hi, Either Or. Pam. Hi, Barb. Hi, everybody. So I got a package today and I want to go over it. I opened it, but I didn't really open it. It's from Barb at Got Interfacing. Barb's Bags at Got Interfacing. She contacted me because I use her Woven Fuse and her Luxe Fuse, and I absolutely love them. And she said, can I send you some other samples that I have? And I said, absolutely. I'll go over them and I'll try them. No worries. Just make sure I'm not missing anything in there. Hi, DL. Hi, Annie. I know. Isn't that the truth? I said, I know I can't help it. I am a chatter. I like to chat. He said, I know how you are. All right, so let's see what she sent me. She is a lovely person and she answers questions like immediately. Barb at Got Interfacing. Let's see what she sent. So here is her card. Barb at Got Interfacing. I don't know if you're seeing it right side or backwards, I'm not sure, but that's her card. Let's see. She sent some Woven Fuse, which I have not tried her Woven Fuse. I've tried Woven Fuse 2 and I love it. Woven Fuse is a little more like, it looks like it's a little more like fabric with a gooey part on one side. Ooh, I like it. You know, interfacing is one of those things that there are different uses for all of them, really. So this is Woven Fuse. I will try that. Let me see what she says about Woven Fuse. It's a woven cotton interfacing. A little structure with super drape. Oh, so she says it's recommended to apply first before any other interfacing. It's comparable to SF101, only better, she says. Okay. Now, Woven Fuse 2, I love, and I buy it. I buy a ton of it, actually, from her, because it's my go-to. This and Sew Fuse. This has a little more structure, but not too much structure. It is still, what does she say? Slightly more body, denser from the original Woven Fuse. It has a different glue. Consider it half a layer of Decaville Light. Very interesting. I like Woven Fuse 2. Woven Fuse 2 and Luxe Fuse. So this, I believe, is Luxe Fuse, yeah. So Luxe Fuse is really my replacement for Decaville Light. Let's see what she says about it. It's a cross between foam and fleece. It is a sew-in substitute for either of them. Oh no, this is Luxe Fuse. Let's see. No, this isn't sew-in. It gives you the stability of Decaville Light, but it's adhesive. So it's got an adhesive back. I use this all the time. You can kind of see, this is the adhesive side. It goes on so much better than Decavo Light. It doesn't wrinkle nearly as much, I don't think. And then Luxe Bond is a woven alternative to 809. Great structure without that paper feel. Wrinkles, if wrinkles occur and they iron right out, it gives the fabric a nice feel. I have not tried this. It does feel a lot like, gosh, it feels like a mix between Woven Fuse and Decor Bond. So I use a lot of Decor Bond, so I'm gonna try this. This is Luxe Bond. I'm gonna try that. And then this, it must be her, oh, this is her Luxe Fuse. This is the sew-in. It's a mix between foam and fleece, but it's sew-in. Yeah. So you can see the thickness there. It's very soft. This is what a sew-in substitute for either of them. Sews amazing, gives you the structure and feel that foam or fleece would. Add structure without all the bulk. Big deal. Interesting. Obviously, don't contact it directly with an iron. Very interesting. Thank you, Barb, at Got Interfacing. I'm going to try this. I'm going to try them all, and as I try them, I will, I'll talk to you guys about them. I like them. So the Luxe Fuse I use all the time, and I buy it by the roll, so it'll last me a while. And the Woven Fuse too, I buy quite a bit at one time too, because I use it all the time. Hi, Ann. Hi, Kathy. Luxe Bond gives an awesome structure. I'm going to try them. Hi, Kathy, Sister, Valerie, Joni, Cynthia, Jane. I'm just trying to catch up. Jadira, Lady. Hi, guys. All right, so one other thing I'm going to show you before we get started is this video is going to be releasing soon. This is the Arcia by Car Threads. I don't know why I have never made this bag before. I just got the pattern. I love it. This is water repellent fabric from your vinyl source, Renata at your vinyl source. And this is faux leather from Wonderground. And then on the inside, I'm using it right now. I have all the Wonderground, the water resistant, but it's huge. I carry my purse pal, my sunglass case, my Jordan pouch, and a bunch of other little stuff. And there's plenty of room. And obviously has a zipper top closure, and there is a snap pocket on the front, and there's a zipper pocket on the other side, and there's a zipper pocket and zipper pocket and slip pockets on this side, and a tiny slip pocket, a coin pocket, and credit card slots. I did it all. I did it just like the pattern. I will be making another one of these. I'm using it for my bag right now. I know my husband said, I thought you were in love with the Susu sling. I said, I am. So I'll probably be going back and forth. I know, I can't help myself. All right, today, here's what we're making today. I had this pattern for several months and I just hadn't gotten to it. This is the Divided Basket by Noodle-head. You guys, I think I was a little intimidated when I kind of briefly read through the pattern when I first got it a few months ago, and I thought, And I just thought yesterday, let's just dive in and do it. And I made this. It is so easy. I don't know what she calls it. Let me see what she calls it. Let me see. She doesn't, I don't see it right off the top of my head, reading it. But It's really not hard at all. I was surprised. I was very surprised. So this is what we're making. This divided pocket is sewn all the way around, so if you put something on this side, nothing gets through, and vice versa. Hi, Holly. And then there are pockets, big, huge pockets on the front. And I divided them. You could easily put pockets on the other side if you wanted to. I just didn't. This was made out of all Lux Fuse and Bosal foam. No other interfacing. The front pocket has no interfacing, just the main pieces have Bosal foam. Now, when I release the video, you'll see I used 3 sewing machines to make this. I started with my Bernina because I thought, oh, I should be able to do this on the Bernina. Well, Bosal foam, if you've used it before, hi Millie, hi Karina, is dense. So when it got to the multiple layers of the Lux Fuse, not Lux Fuse, Theratex bonded nylon, when it got to the multiple layers of that, Bernina had a hard time. So then I switched over to my fabricator, and then when I got to doing the top, I thought, oh my gosh, I need to use Thor. So today we're just gonna do the whole thing on Thor. How about that? Okay. I am using different fabrics today, so we'll see. I'm still using Bosal foam because I like the structure it gives, so we'll see. Oh, Holly, you're bored out of your mind in bed with the sinus infection. I'm so sorry. I hope this can give you a little bit of entertainment. You know me, I kind of, you know, say silly things and chat a lot, so I can be entertaining. I try to be professional most of the time, so we'll go from there. Hi, Shelly. Hey, Shelly. You can't post a link, but Shelly is starting her own YouTube channel. So if you want to, oh gosh, I'm trying to think how we can get it on here so others can see it. I don't know if you can send it to Brenna or BJ or Jan. They might be able to find your channel if you want to tell them the name. You'll post the link. Perfect. Perfect. But, you know, I am all about supporting other small businesses, other YouTubers, so I'm happy to do it. Shelly and I had a little conversation yesterday, and I'm always happy to help with anything that I may know, which, you know, may not be a lot. But all right, here we go. How long have we been on? 13 minutes. All right, I'm going to pull you down so you can see what I'm doing. There we go. All right, so we're going to start. This is the fabric that I'm using for the outside. It is waterproof canvas. It's from Fabric Therapy, and I have been hoarding a lot of fabrics, and I finally decided I'm gonna start using them. You know, I just decided that, and so I'm going to. All right, so these are 2 pieces, and we're putting them right sides together, and we're gonna sew across the top at the seam allowance in the pattern. And the seam allowance in the pattern is actually pretty generous. If I can get my other thread here to behave. So it gives you plenty of room if you have any issues. Now I'm thinking, I don't know where my, okay, it's way over there. Oh, okay. My half inch mark, I'll just tell you, it's ½ inch. Okay, here we go. This pattern has been out for a while. I think it was released in 2019. I could be wrong, but I was like, whoa, I'm kind of behind the times, you know? Jan, perfect. Thank you. I haven't even watched it, Shelly. I was gonna go do it earlier today and I got sidetracked. So I will watch it hopefully tonight, later tonight. Now you could go iron these, and my iron is over there. I just, I don't think I'm going to. So we're gonna do 2 rows of top stitching across the top, and then we're gonna baste the rest closed. And my pieces, I did this in a hurry, obviously. Okay, let's just do it. Hold your threads. You're gonna hear me say that a million times today, and that's okay. Sometimes I have to say things out loud to remind myself. You know. This fabric is gorgeous. That's why I've been hoarding it. But I decided I better start using some of my hoard. Because I have, and I'm kind of telling myself I can't buy anymore until I get my hoard down to a certain level. What exactly that level is, I don't know. All right, let's just base this. Oh, I'm gonna do another row. Sorry. I'm just gonna do another 1/8 from that. So this is the divider piece. That goes in the middle. And then I'm just going to baste along each side and the bottom. Now, she does tell you on this piece, I'll show you here in a second. To place a dot. And I wasn't gonna do it, and then I thought, no, I better follow her pattern, and it does help. It's not absolutely necessary, but I think it does help. So I'll show you. Probably gonna be hard to see. Let me clean this up just a little. These pieces weren't the same size. That's all right. I told Tony he had to fend for himself for dinner. I said it. He said okay. My gosh, you can't, oh, you can't even see them anymore, so I'll have to, let me put them on here again. It's just, oh, they're there. You just can't see them very good. At least I couldn't. Little dots, and this is the pivot point. Let me see, you probably can see this one right there. Okay, I know, it's hard to see. So the next thing we're gonna do is, let me just make sure I'm doing it in order. Hi, Evelyn. Let me see, I need my lining pieces. So these are the lining pieces. So these are right sides together, and we're gonna sew down this short edge and across the bottom. I didn't clip the bottom. At the seam allowance in the pattern. The rest of it we're leaving unsewn for now. I shouldn't be getting close to needing a bobbin. I haven't one ready to go in case I do need it, but. All right, let's do this side. Has anybody tried this pattern? I'm just curious. It is such a great pattern. Oh. Because it's been out for a while, I'm just curious. Oh my gosh, you guys, I can't pick up my thread. Huh. I'm making the divided basket by Noodle-head. It's a very cute bag. And I would call it a beginner pattern. There's no hardware, which is another positive. So it's pretty inexpensive to make. I hear you, Holly. Isn't that the truth? All right, now we're gonna box these corners. Hi, Beth. Hi, Lisa Lott. I'm not saying that right, and Lisa Lotte. I'm sure I'm not saying that, and I apologize. I love the name. Okay, I'm gonna show you what I'm doing here. So I took this and we're gonna box that corner. So your pattern piece should look like this. And I'm just gonna sew across that bottom. So this corner here, we're boxing. I can't get it open. Hello? There we go. And I am splaying open my seams. It really depends on your machine. I would do it. Even with Thor, I'm doing it. It's probably not necessary, but. And let's just sew those boxes. Thank you. Oh, hi, Barb. All right, so that's what you should have. Let's do the other one. Uh-oh. I held my threads. Don't act up, Thor. Don't do it. Just don't do it. Yeah, I don't know. He didn't do anything bad. Okay, he's forgiven. Okay. Now, take your divider piece, and on one of these lining pieces, it doesn't really matter, lay your piece like this, and then lift this up, and that's, oh, mark your center on this little guy, sorry, just on the raw edge side. and we're gonna attach him here, centered with that seam. And we're gonna clip it all the way around. I mean, across the bottom, I should say. This is probably the trickiest part of the whole bag, and it's not really hard. All right, so here's my piece, my center seam, and I clipped the raw edge of my pocket centered on this seam. Now, you are gonna want to see these little corners here and here. We're gonna just clip into those at 3/8 of an inch. Right where that corner hits there. I'll show you here in a second. So right there on this side and this side, because we're gonna turn. That's why we use that, put that little mark there. Okay, and she suggests starting somewhere in the middle. It doesn't really matter as long as you start somewhere other than on the end. And get over to where you're gonna pivot. Keep everything straight. And then turn everything and line up your side. Now this should not, your divider pocket does not go all the way to the top here. And it's not supposed to. And that's good. Okay, let me show you how it looks. This is the most confusing part of the whole bag. Is it, Beth? You know, I've slept many moons since then, so I don't remember. Maybe. Maybe. All right, so then I'm gonna go ahead and clip this all the way up. And the reason I do that is I want to make sure that I'm getting everything nice and straight and even. So here and here. Yeah. So this needs to come up just a little more. There we go. So what I'm measuring are these two distances here so that the divider pocket is straight across. So I don't remember. I think it's similar, honestly, but I can't tell you for sure. So now I'm gonna start here where I left off. And we're gonna sew the rest of the pocket. Find your little pivot mark. Make sure you're manipulating your fabric out of the way. I'm gonna go one more. Whoops. Perfect, Barb. Just making sure I'm not sewing anything that I shouldn't. Okay, so now this looks like a hot mess and you're thinking, oh my goodness, how in the world is that gonna look good? So that's what you have. So you have half of your lining with your divider pocket attached. It's so cute. All right, now take your other just your other lining piece, same seam. We're going to add it to the other side of our divider pocket. And clip that in place. And we'll do the whole pivot thing as well. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and clip my little 3/8 marks on both sides. Now, the one thing that is different about this is that this side goes all the way to the top. So don't be confused by that. I'll show you. This, when we're attaching this, goes all the way to the top of the lining. And you're probably thinking, well, it didn't on the other side. I know, I got confused by that as well, but it does. And it works perfectly. You know, some of these designers, they're very smart. Now this one, I'm just gonna sew all the way around. This, you just have to make sure there's nothing under there that you don't want to sew. I remember when I did the first one yesterday, I had to really pay attention to that. And when you get down here, do your pivot. One more stitch. Yeah, this is a great little basket for, I'm telling you, for diapers, a baby's room, craft stuff. I personally could think of many things I'll use these for. Okay. Now you'll see that it is that's the lining. We're done with the lining. So there's the lining with the divider pocket, and it's sewn all the way around. Cute, cute, cute. All right, I'm going to set that aside for just a minute, and I'm going to get a drink of water. Kasaya. Hi, Kasaya. Thanks for joining. Kasaya and I are going to be together next week. I'm so excited. We're going to have so much fun. Susan, Tony, Kasaya, and I. It's going to be so much fun. All right. Let's see what my next step is. Okay. We're going to make the divider pocket next. Now, I ran out of my pink, so I had to use green, but it matches pretty good. It's kind of the mint green. It's still Lux Fuse. So I'm using this for the outside, the water-resistant canvas, and then Luxe Fuse or bonded nylon. I can't remember which one it is, really. Hi, Linda. Like I just said, sorry, I just said it. I didn't even see your comment. This is Your Vinyl, no, Fabric Therapy waterproof canvas. And this is Theratex from Fabric Therapy. So those are right sides together. We're just going to do a seam allowance in the pattern. Just sew it across the top, then we'll turn it top stitch. And baste the sides in place. Now, if you wanted to, you certainly could iron this. I don't think I'm going to. I'm just going to roll my seam. My iron is not hot over there, for one thing. And it takes a hot minute to heat up. And I'm trying to stay at an hour. How am I doing? Oh dear, 36 minutes. I don't know. I told Tony, I said, it'll be an hour, hour and 15. He just looked at me and smiled. Thanks, honey. Okay. I am going to baste these all the way around. You certainly don't have to because we're going to put it right on the main lining, but Theratex is a little floppy and I want to get it on there right. So I'm going to put 2 rows of stitches across the top. Hold your threads, Barb. Instead of cutting my threads, I'm just going to turn it around. And I'm just doing an 1/8 from that first row of stitches. That way I don't have to cut my threads. All right, let's see. So that's what you have. You can hardly even see that pink on there, but here it is on the back. I love it. All right, let's baste the rest of it. Just one little quick basting stitch all the way around. Oh, you guys, I was going to tell you, I graduated from PT. I don't have to go to PT anymore. They said I was doing so well. It was quite the happy day. Yesterday. Just yesterday. If you don't know, I had knee replacement surgery and 10 weeks ago. So I did 10 weeks of PT. Well, probably 9 weeks of PT. So I feel very, very happy about that. We went and celebrated and had a Five Guys. Pretty exciting. All right, so there is my front pocket, and I am gonna just put a little center mark on the bottom here. Tony and I know really how to celebrate, you know. Five Guys. Although Five Guys fries are my absolute favorite, so. All right, so here are my front pieces. I did go ahead and put Jeannie's Designs tag here on one side. And I do have Bosal foam, which I did not leave out of the seam allowances all the way around, except I did on the top. About 1/2 inch, 3/4 inch down from the top. So I'm gonna use the side with my tag as my front. And I did not center these either, so let me do that real quick. Oh, I did. I did. Oh, I did. That's pretty shocking. All right, I'm gonna sew baste this on all the way around. And I like to just make sure that I have it even from the top. You know, sometimes when you cut things out, it isn't perfect and it's like, if I don't do that, it'll look askew. Let's see. Okay. Oh my gosh, it's perfect. All right, let's sew this and baste it all the way around. Things are flying on the floor. See, so you could really wait to do the basting because we're basting it again, but when you use Thertex, it's pretty slippery stuff. Yeah, my needle keeps coming back up just because I'm hitting it with my surgical leg. It's all right. It's very slippery, and so I like to baste it most of the time. Too slippery for me. Okay. You did make one, but Marilyn, aren't they cute? They're so cute. All right, I'm gonna put a center mark, and I am gonna divide this down the center. I'm gonna divide the pocket. It's just, it's an awful big pocket, and so if you don't do it, I think it's way too big. And then the other thing I'm gonna do while I'm here marking, let me get this even, is you want to cut off your pocket so if you put things in there, they don't go down the bottom. Let me show you what I mean. So I'm gonna do a center line, and then I did 1 inch above this. You can do whatever. She doesn't actually tell you. I did 1 inch above this cutoff here because this is the bottom. So you don't want things you put in the pocket to go down the center on the bottom. That would be not good. Now you could go back down. I didn't on my other one, and I'm not gonna do it on this one. But that would help, I think. And now we're just gonna go across. All the way across. Cutting off that pocket. It would be cute to do contrasting threads here that you could see, honestly, but I didn't do it. All right, so now we have 2 big pockets. Love it. Now let's put these outside pieces, right sides together. And oh my gosh, I did centers on both my pieces. How did that happen? Mm-hmm. I'm not gonna make an hour, you guys. It's 46 minutes. Oh well. You know, stuff happens. You get talking. I can't help it. Things always take me longer than I expect. All right, let's sew down the sides and across the bottom, and then we'll box the corners. Hold your threads. Okay. Progress. Okay, now let's box our corners. Hi, Tyra. It's like sorcery. I don't feel like I'm sewing it fast, though. That's funny. Shelly, you're funny. Sorcery. I did one just yesterday, so I'm not even really looking at the pattern, which is unusual for me. That's how easy it is, honestly. Now you could open these seams, which I am, or you could just nestle them, whatever floats your boat. But I've got a bunch of I didn't put my foam out of the seam allowance, so it's pretty thick here, so I want to splay them open. Splay them. I'm splaying them open. That's a very technical term. Okay, hold your threads, Barb. Mm-hmm. Yeah, this bag comes together very quickly. Very thick right there. Thor doesn't have any issues going over all that thickness. He's just a trooper. All right, let's do this other side. And I'm just making sure my seams stay flat. You could actually trim some of this, and I didn't do it. But you certainly could. I'm going to trim this when I'm done. But before you sew it, you could trim it, which would make it easier. Yeah, it's just very thick down here. Bosal foam is much more dense. It's not as thick as Bianni foam or Pellin foam, but it is I think, much more dense, which gives it the structure that I love, actually. All right, now let's turn it right side out. It's a beautiful thing. Thor, love it. Oh gosh, you guys, it's so cute. Look at that. Very cute. All right, let's do the handle. Now, you can do a regular handle. I'm doing them like she talks about in the pattern. So I have a piece of webbing and I have the fabric overlay. There's nothing on this. Hi, Sherry. Morning. And she tells you to draw a line on the long edge and put a piece of tape. And we're going to fold that into itself. So it's not a big seam here. It's very narrow. So I used 1/8 inch tape, and it sticks really well to this waterproof canvas. So just like that, on all 4 long edges. I probably should have done this ahead of time. It's okay. So just like that. Let's do the other one. I know I've said this before, but my gosh, guys, what would we do without double-sided tape? I love it. I'm trying to think what I did before double-sided tape. I think I did a lot of clipping and basting instead. But I'm glad for it now, that's for sure. All right, now I'm gonna put a piece of tape down the middle. Find the end of my tape. Let me pull you down just a little so you can see. I'll pull you back up. Just put a piece of tape right down the middle. This doesn't have to be precise. It's just gonna hold my webbing until I get it on and nice and straight. So this doesn't have to be perfect. And I just used 1/2 inch. Okay. Now we're gonna attach our webbing right in the middle there. And I eyeballed it when I did this before, so I think I'll just try and do that again. Of course I'm live, so it's not going to be as easy as it was when I was not live. That's all right. That's actually pretty good. Okay, now we're going to add some more 1/8 inch double-sided tape to these ends here. And we're gonna fold those in over our webbing. It just is a very cute look. You could just use webbing and it would be fine. Okay, but I just like the looks of this. So we're just gonna fold that over on top so there's no raw edges, which is actually very nice too. It came out pretty even actually. So just like that. Let me do this other one and then we'll sew them and attach them. Okay, let me see if I can get this on here first time straight. Oh my gosh, perfect. You know, I'm doing an evening 5 o'clock live. I am definitely much more of a morning person. Hi, lady. I use Weft and Warp. It's my favorite. It tears easily and it's very sticky. And Tammy from Weft and Warp ships very quickly now. I just ordered some more from her because I was getting low on. This is actually Sailrite 1/2 inch tape. It doesn't tear, so you have to cut it. But it's very sticky too. And I do like it. You know, they have different purposes really. But I prefer hers because it tears very easily. All right, now we're gonna stitch down each folded edge on the inside there. You're not going to see the ends because those are going to be in a seam. All right, let's trim off the webbing and we'll burn it because it will fray. Fire. Okay, let's do this other one. I've got scissors and tools everywhere. I'm gonna have to get a drink of water. Okay. We're getting so close, guys. These are gonna be so popular. I'm surprised I haven't seen them before, actually. All right, so on here, on your, let me pull this up just a little. Oops, that was a little jumpy. Measure over what she tells you to in the pattern and make a mark where we're gonna attach the handles. Very hard to see, Barbie. Okay, on both ends. Now you can put these anywhere you want, but how she tells you to attach them is pretty good, actually. You're happy about the 5 p.m. live? Good. I just, you know, I want to do some different stuff. So we're going to put the right, this is the right side. We're going to put that down on the outside of our mark. So let me show you. So here's my mark. So I'm on the outside of it. And then when we turn it up, you're going to see this pretty side. I know. It is a very good idea. So I'm going to just attach them one at a time, one side at a time, baste it in place. And then I'm going to come over and pull this. Let me pull you up so you can see. Hi, guys. And pull this over. Make sure it's not twisted. Yeah. I'm just verifying that myself. Oh, my thread broke. Why? Why? No big deal. I didn't have my foot up is why. There we go. Okay. So there it is. Right sides are down, and when you fold and put your seam, the pretty side will be up. So cute. Let's do it again on this side. Hold your threads, Barb. I am going to have to take this little table off when I sew the outside. All right. There we go. So now you have both your handles on. So now here comes a little tedious part, I think, myself. It's a drop-in lining, so we're going to put double-sided tape all the way around the top and the lining and fold it over by 1/2 inch. There's no good way to do this because it really needs to be flat so you can see what you're doing. So on a live, unless I had a camera above, it's kind of hard to see, but I'll show it to you before I take it off. See how sticky that tape is? You know, some people hate drop-in linings. I don't mind them. I don't really prefer them anymore. But because you have that divider pocket, I'm not sure how else you would do it. I haven't really thought about it. So now I have double-sided tape all the way around. And I'm gonna fold that over my foam. I'll show you here in a second. So it just is folded over my foam. And that's the other good thing about this double-sided tape. It's very sticky. So it sticks extremely well to anything, really. Most things. I shouldn't say everything because it doesn't stick to everything. Most things. And it's very reasonably priced, I think, personally. All right, so that didn't take too bad. So that's stuck all the way around. Now let's do the lining. This is a little easier because it's wrong side out to start. So it's a little easier to do. And then we'll put these inside each other and sew around the top twice and we'll be done. There's no hardware, no other hardware, no zippers, no snaps. It's a beautiful thing. It is less painful on the hands. Very true. And this, for drop-in linings, this is really not too bad because especially the materials that I've used, it's not hard to do at all. Although I'm not into difficult, even when I have to birth a bag, I leave huge openings. I don't like to struggle with birthing if I can avoid it. I'm not into bag making for the struggle. I'm into it for the fun. I don't mind difficult things, but I don't like to struggle with turning things. I think you personally get a better looking bag when you can finish the bottom inside the bag myself. This actually looks pretty good though, I have to say. All right, so we got our tape on there. And let's fold it down. One thing about tape and this, Theratex, it doesn't like to come off the way I would prefer it to. That wasn't too bad though. I'm all out of this pink, so I just said earlier in this video that I wasn't gonna order anymore, but I'm all out of this pink. I have to have some more of this pink. I wonder if Nancy's having another sale anytime soon. I should have gotten some more. Oh well. I don't mind supporting small businesses. And she's a small business. Her products are very quality based, really. I'm getting there, guys, and then we'll drop it in. Sew it around the top and be done. Okay, beautiful. Okay, I am going to take off this table. Because of the divider pocket, it's easier to do it without this table on here, honestly. So, I always put my screw there because if I don't, I'll lose it. That would not be a pretty thing. All right, let's put it inside. And it doesn't matter, there's no side pocket, so whichever lining side is good for you. And I did use these bigger clips because of the foam. For me, it was just easier. So do your centers on the sides first. Let's see. No, it didn't, Shelly. It was, she actually just, Barb, her name is Barbara at Recent Relics. She just released that little extender table a few months ago, maybe. And it actually comes with 2 extensions. I just had one on it. It's fabulous. It really is. I wasn't sure when I bought it if I would really use it, and I use it. I leave it on there almost all the time now. Okay, we're getting there, guys. Thanks for joining today. Oh, the kids are out in the neighborhood seeing what's going on. I don't even know what time is it. What time is it? Oh, it's 6:07. Hey, I might be pretty close to being done at 6:15. That would be an hour and 15 minutes. That's pretty good. Not bad. Hi, Teresa. I didn't see you join. I'm so glad you're here. All right, let's see how we're doing, guys. Get all my tools out of the way and get a drink of water. And let's do it. You know what? Let me check my bobbin. Last thing I would like is for my bobbin to, oh, I better change it. It would have been dicey. I have another one ready to go right here. Let me grab it. Oh, I doubt Kasai's still on here, but I'm using her thread, and I do have 2 of these pinks. It makes life so much easier when you're using 2 machines to wind a bobbin on one side, one machine, and use the other machine. I know. I know. Okay, now we know we have plenty of bobbin. I feel better about that. So I'm going to start in the back over here. Doesn't really matter. All right, here we go. And I'm going to back stitch. And here, I just want to make sure I'm catching everything, especially around this handle. Beautiful. I've got quite the mess of clips. Night, Sherry. Thanks for joining. Oh, I think it was Val. Good night, Val. It's midnight in France. Oh my gosh. Okay, yeah, I get it. That's so late for me. I'm in bed by 9:30. A lot of thickness here, and look how Thor is just, I know you were, Sherry. I realized that. I just took a glimpse of the chat and I didn't really read it. See how silly I can be? Goodness gracious, Barb. Uh-oh, dropped a clip. Ooh. Careful, don't get your finger under there. Danger. All right, I'm going to do another row, and then we'll be done. I'm going to get those clips out of the way. And I'm just doing 1/8 of an inch from the first row. Watch your fingers. Almost there. Okay, we're done. Let me clean them up a little. Oh my gosh, they're both so cute. I haven't tried it with vinyl yet. That'll be my next one. I'll try it with a lightweight vinyl. All right, let me lift you up. Hi guys. Oh my gosh, these are so cute. Look at that. You have 2 huge pockets here on the outside. And the divider goes all the way around, so nothing's getting underneath. Isn't that cute? 2 really cute handles. You don't have to do them that way. Oh my gosh. And you saw me do it, so I chit-chatted, so less than an hour. And there aren't that many pieces to cut out, so it doesn't really take that long to cut it out. But look at it. It is so cute. It's huge, really. And this divider pocket is actually, the first one I did, I almost put Lux Fuse inside the divider pocket. It didn't need it. Now, if I was using cotton quilting fabric, I would definitely interface the cotton quilting, but if you're using, waterproof canvas, Theratex, Lux Nylon, you don't need it. Isn't that cute? The Divided Basket by Noodle-head. My pattern fell on the floor. Let me grab it. I didn't even look at the pattern. That's shocking. So it's so easy. Once you make one, you don't need to see it again. Divided basket, a structured basket with a divided lining. So there's the pattern. Thanks for joining, guys. It is 6:16. I did it in 1 hour 16 minutes. Pretty good. Tony for watching What's for Dinner. Thanks for joining. I appreciate each and every one of you, and have a great evening. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.